Most skippers have filleting knives on their boats. Some are well looked after and some that wouldn't cut soft butter. So it's worth having one in your tackle bag for preparing your own baits and filleting the fish you catch if you're planning to fish for your freezer. There is a range of knives in our tackle store and I have randomly selected this one to review. All filleting knives need to be slim and flexible, plus extremely sharp. So always handle with care and cut away from your own flesh, never cut towards you. 2 parts, the knife and a protective sheath. The sheath on this model is strong plastic. It has a belt holder, useful to have on your belt when fishing at the rail on a boat, so it's not flying around. Blade, as you can see, fits the bill in slim and being flexible, plus made from strong stainless steel. You will need to keep the cutting edge sharp, and this little gadget is ideal and very compact, plus it won't take up much space in your tackle box. Very easy to use, you just draw the knife through the sharpening blades a few times and that's it. I also carry a small cutting board for filleting bait, so you have one next to you on the boat, pier or on the beach. Another useful tip is to have an old tea towel or similar to put on your cutting board, as that will stop the fish sliding about. And you can flip the towel over the spare bait to stop it drying out so quick if it's a hot sunny day. Always wash your kit in fresh water when you return from a fishing trip. Dry thoroughly and resharpen the blade, ready for your next outing. Here are 2 ways to prepare your bait, and both have their own merits. These mackerel have already been gutted, so make a start cut here and always cut away from your own flesh. With the blade of your filleting knife running down the backbone of the fish, cut towards the tail. Just before you complete the cut, slow down and make sure you have that very last section of the fillet. This is the important part, as it is where you will be baiting your hook from. That last part of the fillet is stronger than the main skin, which means it won't tear off easily when the hungry fish grabs it. You now attach it to your hook like this. And there is your fillet oozing with goodness, ready to catch that large cod, bass, ling, or whatever fish you're targeting. Now with the other half of the mackerel, do exactly the same cutting motion, but stop at about 1 inch or 25mm from the tail, and turn your knife to cut down through the backbone of the fish. Next, trim off the tail, as leaving that on will cause the fillet to spin and twist up your trace. Attach the fillet to your hook here. As you can see, you now have a strong bait that will stay on your hook during the next drift or drop if you're at anchor. If you use these 2 cuts per fish bait, then you will not waste anything and you will have good natural looking fillets to score with.